Hello, Albsterz. So I want to talk about The Last of Us 2, and it possibly just been confirmed that it's coming out in 2018. We haven't had an official thing from Naughty Dog themselves, but recently Troy Baker and Nona North were at Comic-Con, and they briefly talked about The Last of Us 2, or they had an experience, an interview about like just everything. It's a really cool interview. If you're into that, then I will leave a link in the description down below. And also Breakthrough Gaming does a beautiful video on explaining this more in detail, but they said that they're currently play testing the game,
and ultimately all we want to do is make a game that we want to play. So if we can do that, then I think everyone's going to be happy with it. But so far it's a fantastic story, man. It's a fantastic game. We just finished a play test. It's looking awesome. I can't wait for it to be on shelves.
Play testing is normally something they do near the end of a game's cycle. They test out the game for any bugs and flaws that they can fix and tweak just before they release it onto the markets. This is normally an open beta or closed beta that they normally do, like Sea of Thieves. Like pretty much every game does an open or closed beta just to see if the community can find any tweaks or anything while they play, or any bugs they can find it and they can stamp them out, so then it's not in there like they did with Assassin's Creed Unity that they had when they had that released. So hopefully if they're playtesting the game now and they don't find that many bugs or flaws with the game itself, we should be able to see it by the end of the year. And it also makes sense as well because Neil Druckmann himself said that the game will take place 5 years later than the first Last of Us as well, making Ellie 19. So if they do delay it and it comes out in 2019, this would make Ellie 20, and it wouldn't make sense, and it would just, it destroys the storyline because they said it's going to be directly from 5 years in real life and 5 years in the game as well. So delaying it would make it out of sequence and making her 20 years old as well. And Sony recently just delayed Days Gone to 2019 as well. So it kind of shows you like, maybe there are too many games coming out in 2018, because we've still got Spider-Man coming out as well. And we also have God of War that's coming out next month. Hopefully, I'm hoping that The Last of Us 2, they do exactly the same as they did with the first Last of Us. And that's announced at E3. A couple of days later, they release it to the public, because The Last of Us, the first Last of Us, come out on the 14th of June 2013. And that would just be, oh my, picture it, you're at E3, casually just sitting there. Oh, this is pretty good E3 at the moment. Yeah, this is good. Their trailer was good. Black Ops 4 trailer looked alright. Yeah. And then bang, they say The Last of Us 2 trailer. Have a look at this. Gameplay, everything, the whole shebang that shows the like 5 minutes of gameplay. Everyone gets hyped. And then at the end, it says June 14, 2018. Oh my God. I would scream and be like, yes. Go get me now. That's perfect. It's just, I really do hope they do it in that way as well. And it just, please do not delay it to 2019. I really do hope that has really lifted me up. And that's why I wanted to make this sort of video explaining about it and my sort of things as well. I do want to get into some ideas about The Last of Us 2 as well. It's just, the fact that he said he's playtesting the game is like, I know they can do playtesting within earlier the game, but I just really hope it's coming out this year. It's just going to be so good as well. And they do say within The Last of Us 2, the first one was more about love and connection with trying to make the bond between Ellie and Joel, and in number 2 it's going to be hate and hatred and like that, because Joel is getting older and he's aging. He's not as lean and fatting and aging and moving and it's like he was before. So it looks like Ellie's going to be taking more care of Joel, and sort of Joel's going to be sitting back while Ellie's kicking ass. Like, she's going to be 19. She's going to be a lot more stronger than she was in the first one, because the first one you couldn't really stealth kill much people, but she looks a lot more confident. Especially in the trailer that we got back in 2016. She looks like, oh, wow. She's going to kick some mad ass. She did in the trailer as well. You see like 5-6 people down as well.
I'm going to find, and I'm going to kill every last one of them.
I I hope that David's going to return as well within The Last of Us 2, because if anyone has played the first one, he's still alive. There's a possibility he's still alive as well. Same with Tommy as well. Maybe, unless something happens with Tommy, but then you would see Joel getting angry in the trailer and not Ellie, because of the other way around. But maybe it's something to do with, this is my like a speculation or a theory that I've sort of thought about, and that's what's going on in the community as well. People were saying within the 2017 trailer that we got last year, that's Ellie's mother, and that could tie in really good, and she's like a firefly. Maybe they're trying to hurt her or something, and that's why Ellie's trying to kill everyone to hunt them down. It's just, oh, so cool, and hopefully they don't mess it up, because it's one of the most anticipated games of all time. That's a lot to live up to as well for a game, but I feel they can improve on them. I loved the first one. Like, I've got a tattoo of the game. I loved the first one, but I think the first one can still be beaten. There is a couple flaws within the first game that they could build upon, and that as well. I'm not really too interested for the multiplayer. If they do have any multiplayer for The Last of Us 2, we're gonna have to see. I will play it, but I will be smashing the hell out of the campaign. I will be doing it on a normal difficulty, and then I will be smashing it on the hardest difficulty as well. So I may do more videos like this in the future, just to like say to you guys and just talk about The Last of Us as well, because it's a game I truly do love as well, and I do hope it comes out in 2018. It makes sense for it to come out in 2018. And there's so many other games that are coming out as well that's going to make this year so good for gaming as well. I will be streaming them all, but if you did enjoy this video, then leave a like and a comment down below. Boom, 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 boom. So guys, thanks all around. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil, because I'm blind to it all. In my mind, my gun, they comfort me, because I know I'll kill my enemies when they come.